Dominate, 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 dominate. I did not come to play, I came to dominate, 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 dominate.
All right, everybody, welcome to Frostbitten Zero Chill. I am absolutely honored to be joined by a NorCal legend. All right, the gentleman who's joining us today is a three-time silver medalist, a two-time gold medalist, and reigning world champion with Team USA in the Masters Inline Hockey World Association. Sharks territory. Give it up for none other than Travis Hawkins. Travis, welcome to the show.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. Thank you for having me. Thank you for that too. I appreciate it.
Bro, you've had a busy year last year. Let's jump right into it, right? So, bro, you've been all over the world,
Yeah.
taking names, shooting pucks. Why don't you tell everybody about your inline hockey career and your experience with Team USA? We could just narrow it down to 2025 because, man, what an accomplishment you've had this year.
Yeah, I was lucky. I had a good year last year. We obviously the highlight of it was winning the World Cup in Garmisch Park in Germany. It was awesome. Great group of guys. We've been playing together for a long time, but it's such an honor to go over there and play for your country, and everyone's rooting against you. We go over there as a little community because there's 4 different teams, and we have the women's division, the Masters, veterans, and legends. So it's a good bunch of people going over there, and everyone's kind of going against you. They don't want USA to win. I mean, they're your buddies, but they don't want you to win. But we live there like in a little community, and it's a good showing. We got hundreds, maybe thousands of fans coming out, not for us, but I mean for the other countries. But they put on such a great show. It's called MIHWA, MIHWA, and it's the Master Inline Hockey World Association, and they just do a great job. It's all the best players in the world, from 37 and up. They have 4 different age groups, I told you, and it's just a wonderful thing. Big opening ceremony, big closing ceremony, and everyone's getting together. It's kind of like the have like an Olympic village because everyone's staying in the same area, so it's wonderful. Other than that, I had a pretty good year. We played in Arch also. I play on a pro team named Palma. It's the 40 over division. We got 2 golds last year through them, and then we played Winter Wars and State Wars, and we got 1 gold, 1 silver. So it was actually a really, really good year.
I could tell just based off the gram. I hope that doesn't sound like I've been creeping or whatever on your profile, but I mean, seeing you raise trophies overseas, that was amazing, man. I mean, it looked like you've been having an absolute blast living your best hockey life.
Yes,
So,
sir.
with everyone that kind of like, sees your profile and those who are going to probably jump on it after this show, I'm sure most of them want to know, like, how do you become essentially a professional inline hockey player? Like, how did that all begin with you, Travis?
Well, I've been blessed. I've lived a good life. I was very lucky, and it's almost, I want to say destiny. It's kind of cliche, but so I live in Santa Cruz, and you don't really think of hockey, Santa Cruz, California. It's surf town. But I was lucky enough. We'd go to the rink, like the Scotts Valley rink when we were younger, hanging out. You're in junior high, this, that, and the other, chasing girls, hanging out with your buddies. And they started a hockey league there. And this Jim Pringle, who was the owner of the hockey rink, he asked me one day to, you want to try hockey? That weekend, I tried hockey, fell completely in love with it quick. And then coincidentally, at that time, a Canadian family moved into my neighborhood right next door with a kid the same age. So they were diehard. That's all they did was, no hockey. So I was just lucky. It was like, the stars aligned, and this is what it meant to be. And this is all I've ever done my whole life. I've been very fortunate. Inline hockey you can definitely have a good life with it. But from there, I started and had great mentorship. I was very like in Scotts Valley, they had an adult league. Tom Peterson, ex-Shark, played in it. Another guy, Todd Johnson, he played at Quinnipiac Division I school, one of the top scorer ever there, and a couple other guys that were just all hockey. So I was mentored by real hockey players, and then from there, I just that was my thing. I played baseball and soccer before, but then once I fell in love with the sport, so it just took over, and I I then I lived in Santa Cruz, but I was playing in San Jose because the Canadian guy would play over in San Jose. We played at Skate World, Grimmick, the old Rolling Ice, which and like I said, I'm just very blessed with people coming into my life at certain times. Like when I went over the hill, I had guys at Skate World like Chris Ferguson. He played on the skates, and he also was with the Rhinos maybe the first year. Mario Souza, and Jason Newton, and they just, they took me under their wing and just continued my passion. And then Rolling Ice started, and Dave Maley, who was a Shark, San Jose Shark, won a cup with Montreal Canadiens his rookie year, playing the Devils also. So I was just very fortunate. And then I lived with the guy, and he just forged my path in hockey. Just so much knowledge. We watched games. He was the owner of Rolling Ice, and then I started coaching at Rolling Ice, and it blossomed from there. I can go on and on. I've just been blessed, so lucky.
Absolutely sounds like a blessed life and one opportunity. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm about to throw it way back. You used to be
Do
the
it.
captain of the Northern California Mustangs in the American Inline Hockey League. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was. Great team, great group of guys, great coaching. That was some of the best times. You know, you go out. We had two pro teams playing out of the same place, and we would just go at each other. It was a great league too. I wish they still had that league. They have something similar back east. But Mario Souza was the head coach of that, great leader, and we had a bunch of great guys on the team. And it was, we were treated like pros. It was awesome. I mean, we'd skate 3 times a week, and then we'd have big 2 games on Saturday, Sunday. It was awesome.
Outstanding. Now I'm just put quick little production pause here. If you see me tapping my mic, brother, it's not a sign. I'm just
Yeah.
muting it because out of all the times my landscapers are coming right now. So,
Oh, I feel you.
so
I got dogs in the background too.
don't worry
feel you.
about any ambience on your side. I just don't want to make sure that it ain't picking up while you're giving me your great stories here.
No, no.
All right, but so continuing on forward. So all right, Travis. So I mean, obviously you are well versed in the inline hockey world. For me, obviously, I've met you personally. I've been in your training courses at the Plex,
We had some
formerly
good.
known as Silver Creek Sportsplex. For those of you old school hockey, roller hockey players, you've been absolutely fantastic. One of the best instructors that I've ever been under. Absolutely, like fantastic. And you were one of the main reasons why I continue to play. And I'm not on your level, but like adult beginner league. And to that,
You're not a beginner. You kidding me? Don't be so. Please, you got skills. You got some
I,
skills.
I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that. What I was trying to get to though, however, is someone like me. So, for those who don't know already, I'm Latino. I'm not just trying to say that this is for everyone's case, but growing up with my background, roller hockey was kind of a great opportunity for me to partake in the sport of hockey while also not breaking the bank.
Exactly.
So, with that being said, what would be the best advice for young aspiring hockey players trying to get their start when they are kind of like feeling a little bit maybe overwhelmed with the
I,
cost of hockey?
I completely understand. Overwhelmed with the cost of hockey. Overwhelmed because it's scary going out there skating and do your thing that you've never done. Um, well, we're very lucky. So number one, the Plex, which Jim West, Robert Herbst, they're doing a wonderful, wonderful job over there, and there's a lot of stuff that's still to come. They have programs over there that kids at any age or adults at any age, you go, and I'm not sure. Remember when we used to do it? It used to be on Saturdays for the kids and then Mondays for the adults. You go there. Number one, it's a great community, great staff. Everyone greets you. Everyone hooks you up. It's free gear. You have free gear. You go in, no worries, free gear. Because it's crazy cost of, what are we talking about? It's expensive sport to get into, but so you go over there. They give you free gear. They fit you head to toe, and then you're out there with instructors. And the new instructors, I coached a lot of the instructors that are instructing now, and I can tell you, it's going to be a fun, low stress experience, and that's what it takes to get these people into it. The cost taken away, the stress, they will take it away when you get there. Just get in there and try it, and I promise you will fall in love with it. There's no better community than the hockey community. It's unlike any other sport. The people in it, the community in it. Like I don't have a big family, blood family, but I feel like I have a ridiculous amount of people that reach out to me still to this day about, good luck in Europe. I hope you're doing well. If you need anything, let me know, or just root me on and cheer me on in my career still. And because of that is why I continue to go. But I'm telling you, as any kid, no matter what, you don't think you can skate, I will teach you. They will teach you to skate. Any adult who's scared of it, they will teach you to skate. I promise you will have a good time. And you could tell them too. How much fun did we have? I mean, come on. It was like a community. I didn't want to miss any practices because everyone was out there depending on each other and enjoying the community, but everyone's getting better at it. So it's a wonderful thing. Trust me. Just go to the Plex and see what you can do. I promise. And I know Sharks Ice has the same type of deal. So there's no excuse. Get out there and do your thing. Trust me, hockey's the best sport there is.
Yeah, and I can confirm. So, first of all, I have been under instruction of the current coaching staff that we have there. I also still partake in the Monday night beginner league. So, for those of you who are
That makes me
maybe
happy.
even on the older age like myself, I'm about to be 40 years old here. All right. So,
But
they have leagues for every skill level and every age. And there's a lot of players that they begin with the Monday night training and then
yes.
progress into the league. So excellent opportunity to learn a sport of hockey, especially right now when everybody seems to be getting on board the Team Tilla train with the San Jose Sharks rising in the ranks. But enough about training on hockey. I want to hear some of your wildest stories, man. I mean, you've been overseas. This last year seems like one big party on the gram. Tell us what was one of the most unique experience you had that was specifically brought to you by being a part of the inline hockey world.
Well, it is overseas is amazing. It's so wonderful. I'm telling you. So some of my favorite things, obviously, being with your brothers in the room, traveling abroad. You're all in the same hotel. So let's go. You go into these small. You don't go to big cities. You go into these small places, which is even cooler. Like I've been traveling over back to Europe for 8 years, last 8 years, 7 years, and this will be my eighth coming up. But when you go over there, it's so different than what we're about. So we go to you go to the tourist spots when you travel there. That's the more I'm there, the more that's not what you should do. We go to these little towns up in the mountains, like beautiful places. Like the place I'm going to Germany this year that I went last year. It's in the same spot this year. The 1936 Olympics was held there. And it's this small little town. You go in, like I said, they have a parade for you. So all the restaurateurs, all the people, all the families, everyone are out there, and they know you're in town. So everyone was said, "Come to my restaurant, come to this, come to my club, come to that." So while you're there, you're wined and dined with all these the best food you've ever had in your life. Like I'm telling you, I was in Italy. It brings tears to my eyes. You go to these you go to these mom and pop shops, like a liquor store or something. They fill your wine jug up with like a gas tank for $5, the best wine you've ever had. You sit down and have the best meal with your family, U.S. family that you're there traveling with, and the best food. They wine and dine, just want you to be there. The nightlife is crazy. You go out, you're a celebrity walking around, and you're going out, you party in these clubs. Like we were on stage, you see that, you talk about that lifting the trophy. We're there with hundreds, maybe 1,000 people in a club, DJ spinning, and we got the cup going around, and we're the highlight of the party just because they're so hockey crazy and sport driven, and it's phenomenal. And I've been all over. I've been thinking about this. So I'm a roller hockey player. A lot of people, they just ice, just ice. Believe me, I'm a huge ice fan, and a lot of my buddies played in the NHL, played in the RHI, played this, that, and there, played in the minor ice hockey. Roller hockey has its place for sure. I've been Germany, Spain, Italy. I've been to Croatia. I've been to Czech Republic. I've been to England. I've been. I was just like I said, it's amazing, and the opportunity is endless to enjoy. I'm telling you. Roller hockey is such a beautiful sport. It's getting bigger. It's getting back to where it used to be. Like when the Rhinos were out and everything, it used to be the fastest growing sport in the world, and it kind of had a lull. But the Sharks brought hockey back. Any type of hockey.
So you've already kind of name dropped the Rhinos
Yeah,
twice.
yeah,
I did a little deep dive, and correct me if I'm wrong, but you actually did skate on that rink in a
yeah,
Rhinos jersey.
yes, I
Can you
did.
tell us what it was like? And really
I mean,
quick, I don't mean to name drop here, but
yeah,
I did run into you at the Tech CU Arena for Roy Sommer's
that was phenomenal.
ceremony, raising his banner to the rafters.
That
What was it like? One, being on the Rhinos, and then two, just knowing that individual, that tremendous coach.
so it was that'll bring up a good story. So being on the Rhinos, I was obviously a huge fan when they first came. Like the story where I met Roy Sommer, so it kind of it'll mix in. So I met Roy Sommer at Scotts Valley Rink, my first hockey rink I ever played at. The Rhinos, their first training camp was at Scotts Valley Rink, and school was still going on. I was a young kid. I think I was young, 13, still in school. But my mom would let me because she knew I was hockey was my life. Let me I skipped school and go to training camp. So they would give me sticks, pucks, sign my stuff, everything. But Scotts Valley, they before they had a real rink, they had a cement wall. And all these guys are professional ice hockey players. Big, strong, fast as can be, but they couldn't stop. So they'd be coming into the boards and they'd hit the cement wall and like full speed, injury after injury. I met Roy that year. He was the head coach, obviously, and he made sure every person signed my stick, or every person, or even let me shoot. I got to skate on the rink out there with them. Little kid out there, the guy, such a sweetheart of a guy, and you could tell why he was so successful because he was like one of the guys, but everyone respected him and followed him. He was awesome. So fast forward, I didn't get to play under him. Guy Godowski was my coach. So in 1999, I was finally old enough to play in the RHI, and I got invited to the tryout. The tryout was actually at Roll on Ice, which was pretty darn cool too. I was running hockey camps at Roll on Ice. There was no expectation. Like I wasn't. I thought the next year I would make the team. Like I was 170 pounds. I lied and said 185 was a 170, young brash cocky kid because I was in juniors and I was did my thing. I had I played well and did well in juniors, but it's not like playing the RHI. So I go to camp and it's a 2 week long camp. I do well in camp, and at the end of the camp I get the nod. Like Godowski tells me I'm gonna be on the team. Dream come true. Dream come true. I'm playing for my hometown favorite team, like dream come true. Anyway, so the season starts. I'm a healthy scratch at first. I'm just barely. I barely have hair under my armpits. I'm telling you, I was like 170 pounds. And you're playing against grown men. And
Mhm.
finally, so I was healthy scratch for a while. Playing, did well in practices, worked my butt off, and then I was getting the nod. Get hit in practice. Mark Wolf hits me with a slap shot in my toe, shatters my big toe.
Oh
So then
man.
I'm injured for I have surgery on it right away. So I miss a bunch of games, come back as quick as I possibly can. Then I get the call again. Huge thing. I'm playing in front of my family, in front of all my best friends from San Jose, and I'm playing I'm playing at the tank. So I remember going out there for pregame skate. Go out there. I'm the first one on the rink, jumbotron, empty seats. I'm just like, this is the coolest thing I've ever, whatever. So that night, go to start. I remember my first shift. Um, I got the start, which was pretty cool that Godowski did that for me. And at my first shift, this guy kind of taps our goalie, and I kind of run him into the boards. Remember, I'm 170 pounds, no, barely any hair under my armpits. This guy grabs my face. Yannick Runeau was his name, 240 pounds, grabs my face, and I'm just like, I'm going to get killed in front of everyone. My captain comes over, Wolfie comes over, fights him, and it's all good. But to just be there, national anthem in a Rhinos jersey, in front of all the people that mean anything to me was, I mean, dream come true. One of the best moments of my life.
That sounds
Yeah.
absolutely amazing, brother. Wow. To
You got
play
me
at the
going. You got
tank.
me going, man.
Dude, pour it on. We
I
want to
appreciate it.
hear this. It's not every day
Yeah.
that the hockey community gets to hear from somebody who's lived it and who's enjoyed kind of like all these great opportunities and benefits, rewards that come with the sport of hockey.
Truly, man.
Um, so Travis, that's what we have here for brother. If you got stories, please pour them on us. As a matter of fact, why don't you tell us about your 4-point night against Germany last year in the last tournament?
How do you know that? That's awesome.
Hey brother, you are a guest of honor. I want to make sure that you are highlighted and treated right here, brother. So by all means, pour it on us.
Oh, I appreciate it. I wish I could take all the credit, but my teammates are top level, like best players in the world. So I'm very lucky to be able to play on the rink with them. So it sometimes it just happens that way. And it's like I said, I'm playing with the top guys my age in the world, and it's truly an honor. And I'm telling you, it's humbling. Like CJ Yoder, one of my idols, it was on our team last year. Derek Kern, one of my idols, was on my team last year. So it's really, really good. And I could say that about everyone in my room. Like, it just is so cool. And I mean, I just sometimes you get lucky and sometimes it happens for you. And then that night it was going in for me. So thank you I appreciate you pumping me up.
Yeah, absolutely, anytime, brother. Okay, so we were talking about this tournament and the ways to kind of pretty much get involved. So there are different tiers, different levels. So we
Yes.
have veterans as one, I believe. There's a women's division. There's
Yep.
also two more. Can you please remind me?
So it goes. So there's a women's master division that was new last year, and it actually went. It was these women are awesome. Like our USA won last year, it was phenomenal. The final was USA and France, and it went down. Like it was a great game. And then there's masters, which is you can be it's 38 up. You can be 37 the year you go in. When you turn the year you turn 38, you can play. And then there's 45s, which now I'm a veteran now, so I played 5 years in masters, and then COVID took 2 years away from us, unfortunately. And then I'm a veteran, which is 45. The year you turn 45, you move to the veterans. And then there's legends. And it's when you're 52, you play legends. And people think 52 years old. I watched the legends play last year. I'm telling you, there's legends of the sport, and it's a good pace game, and it's all the huge talent. It's all the best players in the world that age. It's phenomenal. Like a lot of guys, like I remember the Czech Republic got KHL guys out there, ex KHL guys. It's phenomenal, and they're doing the right thing. And I'm telling you, it's awesome. But
Uh,
you were asking earlier about different tiers and different levels. Now they have such a good thing in place. Like even at the Plex, they have the Mayhem. They have from eights, nines, or eight, tens, 12s, 14s, 16s, this, that, and other. And then they have Division One colleges that'll give you scholarship to go play Division One roller hockey. So it's so much. There's so much opportunity now these days. So it's a great thing to get into, and I'm telling you.
so it is fair to say that even though, some may, whatever your opinion may be of inline hockey versus ice hockey, I think it's fair to say that roller hockey has grown the
Oh yeah,
sport.
oh yeah, for sure. And I love ice hockey. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm a huge Sharks fan. I'm a huge NHL. A bunch of my buddies played in the NHL. This, that, and other. But a bunch of my buddies are all roller hockey players also. Like there used to be a huge stigma with how, if you play this, you play. It was so different
Mhm,
back in the day because it was a little different. Like ice hockey, when I say, when I was in my prime, when I played on the Rhinos, if I would play in the NHL, there it was all clutch, grab, and like different game.
mhm,
Now it's almost NHL is like roller hockey on ice. All the skill, the speed. Though they
mhm.
still hit and fight, which is awesome. They still do that in professional roller hockey. And excuse me, and it's just the 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 kids who play both are having a lot of success because roller hockey, you get more time with the puck. There's less people on the rink. You can be more creative. It's not so like a lot of dump and chase and then hitting. And not saying that's got a lot of that's gone away, which I still love that game too. But you watch the NHL these days, like a Celebrini, like a Connor Bedard, like guys like that skate through the neutral zone. Look at how many that, like what they say about Celebrini last year. He was the top guy bringing it in the offensive zone. He played
Mhm.
roller hockey. Actually, Macklin and Aiden both played at the Plex at Silver Creek. They played in a junior league, and this was the best part. So they didn't really go to the games much, but they had practices at 3:30. So a lot of the kids in school couldn't come. Sometimes it would be Macklin and his older brother Aiden and just me, and we just go through skills. And I remember watching them, and you could tell they're both special. Like, I remember talking to them, they're from Canada. Obviously, their dad worked with the Warriors, and they lived in Silver Creek area for a while. And I remember watching these two, and they would just go at each other. We do drills, and they would go at each other, and you could tell they were both really, really good hockey players. But I think he was like 13 years old, and I was like, where do you stand? You think you're doing? He's like, I want to be an NHL player, blah blah blah. And you think about it. Then a couple years later, I haven't seen him in a couple years. You see all his highlight stuff on YouTube. I'm like, oh my god! And then he's the #1 draft pick to our favorite team, our hometown team. And now he's a generational talent. The kid is phenomenal. To do
Bro, that
what
is
he's doing at
amazing.
the stage, it's
I would have never known that you have essentially kind of like coached up a young Celebrini to do
no,
what you do there.
I'm not taking any credit for that.
I love it.
He came to the probably a season and a half of the junior league practices. And like I said, a lot of kids couldn't come because it was a crappy time. But him and his brother could come. And it's not like I coached him up. We just ran through drills.
Let me rephrase that. It's amazing that you got to see essentially generational talent on the
One of the
rise.
best players, and he's going to go out in the history books. Like, I have zero doubt. Like, I heard, I was listening to you guys talk on your last podcast saying, they're just like saying if Macklin gets hurt, and you said, stop. I'm not having that. The dude is he plays the game right. I mean, you see McKinnon and Crosby praise him. Crosby wants to play on his line on Team Canada. We are so lucky. We're watching unbelievable stuff. Like, he is ridiculously good. It's unbelievable. We are so lucky. We have a lot of stuff to look forward for the San Jose Sharks.
Absolutely. So I heard you talk about rolling ice. I think
Yeah.
you spent a little bit of time on that. So for those of you who are unaware, here in the Bay Area, specifically the San Jose, the South Bay, as they call it, there used to be it's almost of a legend. It's called rolling ice.
Yes.
Can you tell the audience out there and maybe remind or rather inform some of the new inline hockey players, roller hockey players, what was so special about that place?
So Rolling Ice, it was at the Santa Clara County Fairgrounds. It was run by Dave Maley, NHL player, Stanley Cup winner, Division I. He won a national title with Wisconsin. He won a high school title with Edina. Just a legendary player and a legendary human. He opened that up. It was a 2-rink facility, and it was run like a hockey rink. It was a hockey rink, but it was awesome. The community was ridiculous. Like, I remember, we wanted to be there. Like, the reason why my game progressed so much is everyone wanted to be there all the time. It was legendary. It was just a hockey rink. There was a snack shack, arcade games, and everyone wanted to be there. And I could tell you some crazy stuff. We used to, it was in the fairgrounds. We used to go up on the roof and watch the races next door. They had the racetrack next door or anything like that. Or then they used to have these fairs where next door, all the hockey community, we'd be in the hockey rink and we'd venture out into the fair, and just crazy things would happen. It was like I was 15 through 21 there, and it was just the best times in life. It was just for how I had a key to the rink, so me and all the boys every night we'd skate for an hour, play cards, play video games, because I had free things that I had the keys to video games, play video games, and then skate again every night. Like, it didn't matter. With all the best players around, it was the best time.
Sounds amazing.
It was amazing.
Remind me, was that rink did it run on the textiles, or was it like painted cement?
It was sport court. It was sport court. The roll on, remember the old roll on? I used Scotts Valley when I first started playing there was a roll on.
Yeah.
And I remember, because all the artistic skaters like that floor better. And they used to always, so the guy who owned it was artistic coach, and the guy, his son was the hockey player. And I remember I used to hate the artistic skaters because he had all the prime times. So I, being a little jerk, I used to just throw the bucket of pucks out there. So they're like 5 minutes early. But yeah, but Sport Court at Rolling Ice, that place was absolutely, I mean, it goes down in history. That place is amazing. All my best friend, like till this day, still a lot of my best friends, we grew up there. Like I
All
learned to
right.
be a man there.
Okay, so if you don't mind, let's kind of talk about the night we kind of like ran into each other again at the reef. How did it feel to see the Barracuda put on those
Oh,
San Jose Rhino jerseys, bro?
it was so cool. Like those jerseys are legendary, man. I'm telling you, I remember seeing them when I was a kid at the thing. But to see the Barracudas wear them the whole game, I was like, this is, and to see a lot of old fans and things, and it was kind of cool to be recognized and talked to. Like, it brings back one of the best times in my life, man. Like, it was so cool. The people, the fans, and we just have such a good hockey community. Barracuda fans, Sharks fan, even Rhinos fans. Like, it's like the same. It's awesome. Like just seeing the same people and running into people I haven't seen in years. It was really, really cool. And just, I don't even think I got to watch much of the game because I was chit chatting the whole time.
Yeah, you're very sociable that night. I seen you all over the place, man. I seen you actually chatting it up, and I don't mean to name drop him on here, but like with Danny Miller and
Oh,
uh,
the
some other guys
boys.
that I recognize from the Plex.
He's a odd. I love Danny. Yeah, I saw him. I saw him right away, and I knew. And we talked for hours. Like we used to, his kids used to play at the Plex too. And then he's just a great. He was so cool to me too. He was the announcer for the Rhinos, and he was just. I was a young buck, and he was so respectful and so awesome to me when I was a Rhino, and just he's so cool. I could talk to that guy for hours. I mean, he's a great time and just such a cool dude.
All right, so I don't want to do any spoilers here, but are there any plans to compete this year in 2026?
Yes, sir. Yes,
All
sir.
right.
So actually, unfortunately, this last weekend I had to miss. I have a sick dog, but he's doing better. His name's Pablo. He's a 4.5-year-old Frenchie. His larynx it's just bad genetics, but he's doing better. So please pray for Pablo.
Good.
Uh,
Absolutely.
but I go to a tournament February 22nd. It's called Winter Wars. I play for my team. It's called Palma, and we should win. We should do all right. And then I've been training. I just got off the rink today. But Monday through Friday I'm going to skate, and I'm dieting right now, which is the worst part. That's why I'm drinking so much coffee. Uh,
Mhm.
but I play in a couple, national tournaments, 4 national tournaments, and then the World Cup. So I leave June 1st to Germany, and then we have training camp for a couple days, and then the tournament starts June 7th, and everyone should tune in. It's on YouTube. MIHWA. I
All
will score
right.
you guys a goal. I need a little. We need to represent you guys. I need a little backing. So I promise you.
All
So
right. We'll be sure to
MIHWA.
share that.
I
I'll be
promise.
sure to share that on my channels, brother. And
You.
pardon me if I asked this already,
Ask
or
me.
if you answered this already, pardon me, but how would someone who wants to maybe try out for these teams and have a
Yeah.
shot to represent Team USA,
Yeah.
I guess specifically here in the Bay Area, how would one go about
So
that?
what it is, there's 4 major tournaments a year. I mean 4, maybe 5, you want to say. So there's Winter Nationals, March Winter Nationals, and then that's usually happens in January. It just happened last weekend, and then in February it's called Winter Wars. That happens in February, and then there's another thing they have like it's called Nasty Cup. It's in Nashville. It's pretty cool. Like they have cool names, and it's a
That's awesome.
great time. But it's all the best players coming together, this, that, and the other, and you play. And then there's State Wars and then March Nationals. Those tournaments you have to go play in and do well and be seen.
Mm,
So now there's a new USA foundation that is taking care of all the U.S. teams, and they are the ones that'll pick the team. They see the people. They have a board. It's huge. So they have a board, and they'll help pick players, and then you just sign up to say that you're interested, and then if you get chosen, then you get to play. But it's you know you just have to perform well in those tournaments, and that's it. And let them know you want to play. But we got a pretty strong, like next year. I know on my squad we have one new player because one of our players, Marty Glodes, he actually my roommate. He came down with leukemia a little while back. Prayers for him, but he's doing he's doing a lot better. He's fighting through it, so he'll miss it this year. So we only have one new player coming in, but yeah. So it's a tough team to crack on all of them because it's a lot of guys. Everyone kind of knows who's playing and who's going to be on the team just because we've been doing it, for years and years and years, and it's kind of the same guys. All the best guys, like even through the tournaments, like there used to be a rival cup, and so it's kind of all the same players who've been coming up playing against each other for years, and all the top guys. So yeah, you can make, if you want to do it, you try your ass off, you can make it. You can do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds great. And I assume that they could hit the website for all the locations and everything that is submit for applications.
It's mihwa.org.
Outstanding.
Yeah. So that, and like I said, it'll be fun watch. It's all the best players in the world at different age groups. So it's a lot of fun to watch.
All right, Travis. I appreciate your time, brother. I want to give you the floor here for a moment to kind of just do any special shout outs, kind of let anybody know, plug anything like from anything that you're involved in, any projects, and just kind of shout out to everybody that's listening here at Shark City Hockey.
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate that. I want to give a shout out to all the people who helped me train and really support me through my journey, through my whole roller hockey career and my life. My good buddy and also San Jose native, Brian Gans. He was just named to the Masters Team USA. So I'm super, super excited to go over to Germany and enjoy that. And I get to watch him. He gets to watch me and cheer each other on. I'm telling you, this kid he grew up in San Jose, works hard. He actually worked with the Barracudas and the Sharks. He's one of their strength coaches. He was. And just a great human and a great leader out there. And I'm telling you, he's one of the best hockey players in the world right now. Great guy. And I look forward to seeing him compete at that level. Like I said, pretty much the roller hockey community is my family. I've been very blessed, and I would not have the opportunities or live the life that I love to live without all you guys. From the people that I've coached, the people I've played with, the people that have coached me, all the people at the rink. I mean, I'm talking everyone. My teammates, the people I played against, I am very, very lucky and have lived a great life. And thank you guys. I'm very lucky. And another gold medal, and go Sharks, eh?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time today. Anybody who's enjoying this episode, which I know you absolutely did, you could follow my man and my former coach here on the gram. That's Instagram. I believe it's Travis_Hawkins. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. So, give him support. Obviously, tune in to the tournament on YouTube, which we will share links to as well. And Travis, thank you so much for your time, brother. By all means, you are more than welcome to come over here on this platform and talk hockey as often as you would like. And until next time, as you said, good luck to you in the tournament. Hopefully, you get some more gold. And
I promise it's coming. It's been an honor, and thank you for having me. And hey, congratulations on the success. This is very, very cool.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I just do this for the fans, man. So as we say, powered by the fans, forged by the base. So
trust me, as a fan, thank you.
I appreciate that very much. All right, everybody. That has been another great episode of Frostbitten Zero Chill. I've been joined by, again, silver medalist, gold medalist, world champion, Travis Hawkins, a NorCal legend. Again, follow him at Travis_Hawkins on Instagram. And until next time, let's go Sharks.
Go Sharks.